news is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon, Spa, Nail and Barbershops, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Tissely Cross, Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. Here in the Virgin Islands, it's back to school time for students, teachers, and administrators. Back into an environment that goes beyond dealing with academic subjects. Collectively, they are faced with a number of issues. Among them are psychological issues affecting especially students. Guidance counselors are gearing up. Now, in preparation, artist Tia Letsam has produced a piece for the Office of One School. Naika Ema, intern here at the JTV, talks with both artist and recipient.
Thank you for joining us. I am Naika Ema, an intern at JTV with two guests, Tia Letsam and Miss Gerald. Today we're going to be talking about this lovely masterpiece painting that we have. So let's start with Tia Letsam, who is a local artist, and what inspired you to donate this to the Brigada Flags Educational Center?
Okay, so it's about mental health. So this was the first thing that came to me. Truthfully, just because I'm a big overthinker. So when I was approached to do this painting, I was very excited just to bring awareness as well as just to showcase exactly, I guess, how my thought process is, as well as a lot of other people's thought processes.
And do you think that art can play a big role in raising and promoting the mental health?
I definitely do. I think it's a great outlet. There's not a lot of times that we're able to express ourselves through words. So a great outlet is through art. Mental awareness, it's definitely a great way to communicate with other people how you feel as well.
Okay, and what does mental healthness mean exactly to you?
It's a processing, brain processing. It's everyone processes things differently, and I myself, I think, go through a lot of things in life, especially how life is set up nowadays with finances, expectations of yourself and others. So there's, not to mention social media. So it's a lot of things that I think that we can bring awareness to mental health.
And can you explain the two different color hands on the drawing?
Yeah, so I did it two different colors purposely because I feel like oftentimes we fight ourselves with different emotions. So the two different colors were really just to represent different emotions as well as how you could fight against yourself. I wanted to show a sketch I did a year ago where this painting actually was inspired. So I did this sketch a year ago as something that I was just feeling, very mentally constricted, and that's exactly how I was feeling, squeezing my brain. So once I heard about the mental awareness painting that I had to do, I basically said, let me try to build on top of this, and how can I basically not recreate the same thing but something similar in a painting form and a more colorful form. For this piece, it's very ironic because all over it says stop overthinking. And I did that because I literally started over this particular painting like 3 times. I just kept putting white over it over and over because I'm like, what am I going to paint? And then I was like, man, maybe I should just stop overthinking. So I started writing stop overthinking all over it. And then I got the idea to recreate a sketch from a year ago. And I just drew this on top of the stop overthinking. So it really was something that was going on at the time for the awareness, which is very coincidental. Maybe meant to be.
Miss Gerald, as the guidance counselor of Brigada Flags Educational Center, what is one thing you have to say to students who are going through mental illness?
My one thing I say to the students is to get help and to seek help, because most of the time we come with mental health illnesses, especially in our society, we tend to look at mental health as a disease and we stigmatize it and we shun it. So our students suffer in silence. So whenever you go into something, whether it could be from abuse, sexually, emotionally, or you're depressed, you're just having a hard time coping, always seek help.
And how do you know a student is going through mental healthness, something that parents also and teachers can look out for?
It depends on what it is, because unfortunately, most of the times, there are students who suffer in silence, and you see them, and they're the most happiest, they're the most down to earth. But these are the ones who go through the most, from observation.
And have you found any new methods going into the new school academic year?
Actually, what I actually use in my other school in Anigatha, I use a lot of art type and different unconventional methods because, like Ms. Letsom says, students don't like to sit and talk, so you have to find means for them to interact. So whether it's art therapy, it's dance therapy, it's a group session, or you just challenge them. So it's thinking outside the box of counseling and helping that students to express and deal and cope with their situation.
And can you just provide advice to students and also adults who are feeling, well, let's say, who are feeling stressed?
My advice to students and persons who are feeling stressed is you have to first acknowledge what that stress is and deal with the root issue. Because we tend to escape, you might want to avoid it, but you haven't dealt with the real cause of stress. It will always be a cofactor in your life.
Okay, and Ms. Letson, do you have anything else to add?
No, I very much agree with everything that she said. And I just feel that we as a society should bring more awareness for upcoming adults and adults right now that need to deal with mental health. You know, a lot of people are going through depression. And like she said, it's being treated as a disease. Instead of us stigmatizing it, I think that we should more seek help, as she said.
And thank you very much to Ms. Letsom and Ms. Jarrell for coming to JTV today. I am Naika Ama, your intern at JTV. Stay connected and stay informed.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
Opiate. Hi, I'm Cowboy, and I'm running for Presidents of Steak. Thank you. And I will meet your needs. Some bathrooms are so expensive to build, they come with security. But at Staycation Butchers, our meats are affordable. People always ask me, Cowboy, where does your salmon come from? Well, our salmon comes from the water. A vote for Cowboy is a vote for quality, integrity, and consistency. So come into Staycation Butchers and cast your vote for me, your next president of steak. Alexandra Durant approves this message.
No, I don't.